Hi everyone, today I'll be starting my journey to track the food using the Dexcom G6 sensor. I've done a similar thing last year with Abbott Freestyle Libre. So this year I'm going to try the Dexcom G6. So it's a continuous glucose monitor and I'll be using this to track my food response and how my sugar responds to the different foods that I plan to eat. And it's also part of what I'm tracking, like body composition. I intend to lose 10 kilos of body weight and reduce my fat percentage from about 25 to close to 18%. So I plan to achieve this over a span of 3 months. So this is part of that same process. So I'll be tracking a few parameters. One is the continuous glucose monitoring. The second one is, of course, the lumen, which tracks my metabolic source, the fuel source that my body is using, whether it's a carbohydrate based or whether it's a fat, it's burning fat. So it gives me a few vital information on how the food is causing my to tap on fat reserves, or is depending on the sugars that the food is providing. So I'm also tracking my metabolic flexibility score, which I will talk more and share more on a daily basis. So let's get started with the Dexcom G6. Transmitters, the sensor is here. So the sensor comes with an applicator. So you just put it onto, this is the sensor, it's inside. So you just put it onto your body, usually put it onto the arms or on the belly. And then there's a small optic wire that sits within your skin, and then there's a continuous monitoring. So the data is transmitted to your phone using Bluetooth, so you don't have to tap every time that the blood sugar is monitoring. So it's continuously tracked, and you're able to see how your body sugar levels rise or fall after you eat certain foods. So it kind of gives you data to say which food is causing food spikes and food crash. So this is the applicator inside the box. So it looks exactly like this. So once you remove the sticker from the applicator, you just have to put it on to the skin and then snap it on. So I'm going to show you that in a bit, so stay tuned. I'm going to put it on to my left arm here. So once I remove the sticker, I'm just going to snap it on. So I'll show you how it's done, so you will be able to see it live. So hold on. So make sure you do not touch this part of the sticker. So just pull out the flap, and it's the raw sticker surface. So you put it onto here, find the side, just place it this way, and make sure you snap this. And there's a yellow orangey button here. So I think it's orange, not yellow. So, and you just click. It's painless, and once the click happens, the sensor is inserted into the skin. You don't feel anything. It's exactly like this. You can tell. You need to make secure the film, the sticker. So the sensor is in place now. So you just do 3 rounds on the surrounding plaster so that the sensor doesn't move, and it's secured. So once it's in, now it's pretty much ready. So now I just use this specific sensor here, right here, and then I put it into the space that's provided, and that's you just hear a click. That's it. So now the sensor is, and now I'm gonna track. So I just need to activate this on the app, and once that is done, in a span of about an hour or so, I think the data will start flowing into my phone. So I've managed to set up the sensor here, and I've also managed to activate it using the G6 app. So now it's just a matter of waiting for the 2-hour time period to allow the sensor to come live. Once that is there, even when I'm sleeping, even when I'm resting, whether I'm exercising, whatever the activity, it tracks the glucose continuously. It tracks the blood sugar continuously. I don't have to use my phone to touch the sensor or tap the sensor. As long as the phone is in proximity, it's going to keep transmitting the data into the phone. Plus, there's also a web portal where you can go in, get trends and a lot more detail regarding your food, regarding how your blood sugar responses are, your HbA1c, and other important data analytics which are not available on the phone app. So once you log into the G6 web portal, you get a lot more data there. Plus, I've also linked it up with another app called Cori, which is a third-party app which allows me to track the food that I take, and it's able to extrapolate that data onto onto the continuous glucose data that the G6 app presents. So together it gives a very comprehensive data that I could use to understand which foods are helping me, what kind of diets do I thrive on, do I feel tired or do I feel sluggish with certain foods, is that related to continuous the blood sugar drops or peaks. So all this data is something that I'm going to track, and I'll be sharing my journey with you guys along the way. So stay tuned. Tomorrow I'll give you the update on how my sugar has been when I was asleep, and that's something that I'm curious to see, because I just had some quinoa earlier with some vegetables, a little bit of protein, and I'm curious to see how my blood sugar responds when I'm asleep. So yeah, stay tuned.